Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Reecee News. And first up we have today is a Mario arcade game was recently dumped online. And this is really interesting because it's actually based on New Super Mario Bros Wii, and it's from Japan as well. And not a lot of information was released about this game online. The only things I've seen personally are like a couple images of the arcade cabinet itself on the Mario Wiki, and I don't think there was much information about this game online before the game was actually dumped. And it's pretty interesting overall. It was basically developed by Capcom and obviously like kind of licensed by Nintendo and everything. And it uses a pretty interesting system where you actually like use slots to basically play the game. That's at least what I see happening here. Like it basically triggers different events. Like there's like a wheel that spins that kind of like spawns enemies in, and then there's also like different slots based on different characters in the game. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but it does look pretty interesting overall. Hopefully this will get like a translation at some point, because I mean, obviously it's in Japanese and everything, but yeah, it would be nice to see like an English translation of this game at some point. But it looks really cool, and it seems to be meant for 4 players here, as it like has a split screen with like 4 different sections, and it just looks really interesting overall. And one thing that I like about this game is the fact that it has some interesting remixes of like some of the songs from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, like the overworld theme, as well as others. It sounds great, and it sounds a lot better than like other remixes that we've gotten, and definitely better than the original versions of these songs. It sounds great, and you can actually listen to it. They actually posted the soundtrack, and it's really cool overall. They also have like a completely new song as well for like the Fever game mode that's on there, but it's pretty cool. A very obscure piece of Mario history here, because there really wasn't much information about this before. And I think it would be really cool to see like more weird and interesting Mario arcade games to be dumped. I think there are more out there, but this is just really interesting overall. The fact that there was a new Super Mario Bros. Wii arcade game developed in 2011 by Capcom, I feel like this is not really common knowledge for like most Mario fans or most Nintendo fans. It's pretty obscure and it's pretty interesting overall. I really like kind of obscure Mario facts and obscure Mario games like this. So I think it's really cool that this actually dumped online. So yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about here is a data mined Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track, and this is also possibly gonna be in Mario Kart Tour. So there's actually gonna be a new Nitro track, kind of like Sky High Sunday, and this time it's gonna be themed around Yoshi's Island. And I really like the Yoshi's Island aesthetic. Like, I like Yoshi's Island, the game on the SNES. The sequels, the direct sequels, are kind of like Yoshi's Island DS and New Yoshi or Yoshi's New Island. The other games by Goodfeel are good though. But I like the aesthetic of Yoshi's Island in general, and I really like how Paper Mario utilized it with a lot of the enemies, and a lot of like the character designs from Yoshi's Island were kind of brought into Paper Mario. And then there's been a few other games that have referenced Yoshi's Island as well. And I think it would be really cool to get a track with that aesthetic and everything, with like all the Yoshi's Island enemies and characters in the background, that very colorful aesthetic. I think that would be really nice to see, of like all the Shy Guy variants, like different things like that. I think it would be really cool to see. And it was actually data mined. A few different things were data mined. So the first thing was basically an ID for the models had by I, like standing for presumably Yoshi's Island. And there were also a few models that got data mined as well, including a flower ring, an arrow sign, and a shy guy. And I know, like, really the shy guy and the arrow sign could go for, like, multiple different types of courses, but I feel like the fact that it's called YI and the fact that it has, like, the flower model there as well, I feel like that might be hinting towards a Yoshi's Island theme track. That would be really cool to see, considering that I really like the Yoshi's Island aesthetic overall. And yeah, I really hope that happens. I know there was another track that was data mined that was like bathroom themed, but I think it would be really cool to see a Yoshi's Island track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart Tour. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.